Yabba dabba doo. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another adventure video. We are 5 days away from the full moon here in May, and that means only one thing. That means the Shellcracker are getting ready to move up on the beds. In fact, they should already be up here. Typically, the rule of thumb is 1 week before, 1 week after, when you want to be dialing in on Shellcracker bedding here in the south. Hence the reason I've got 5 cans of green worms, because anybody who's Shellcracker fished here in the south knows that when you can find a bed of Shellcracker, it could be clouds of fish. You could put 40, 50 fish in a boat in a matter of an hour, and it can get absolutely nuts. So for the next 2 days, I'm gonna try to locate some beds. We're also gonna visit old beds that I know have fish on, and we're also gonna be visiting some new spots that some subscribers and some local guides have given me some hot tips on. So I'm not gonna be doing this alone, however. I'm going to be using the old Humminbird Helix 7, and we're gonna be using the side scan imaging to try to locate these beds instead of just casting blind. See if we can actually see the beds down there, kind of give ourselves a leg up in the brim fishing game. Pretend like you're looking at this screen like from a bird's eye view. You're looking down. That's really what you're looking at when it comes to side scan imaging. Now, you have to take my word for it, or maybe you can kind of see it. But all this stuff here, these little straight points, they're all weeds. It's a bunch of weeds sticking up. So I haven't seen any cylindrical looking shapes which would indicate our beds. Once we see that, you'll be able to tell it pretty clearly. And it's pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie, when it shows up on the screen. It's like, oh mama, jackpot. And when you see a big old field of it, oh, good knit. Okay, check this out right here, guys. See that right there? Look at that. Brim beds. Bam. Or Shellcracker beds right there. This is one of my old spots, and I can always count on some beds to be here. Right there. Look at that. You got some more divots right up here. I mean, that is a minefield right there of Shellcracker beds. We might throw on that, see if we can pluck a few off of that. Dig us out a nice fresh green worm. I prefer the green worms when I'm Shellcracker fishing. Red worms work as well. Some small worms, and don't be afraid to really load that hook up. Get those Shellcrackers' attention. All right. Right about there ought to do it. We could pluck a few off. Got a bunch of bass fishermen out here. Big tournament going on today. They won't mind me Shellcracker fishing though. There's one right there. Ha ha ha! Somebody was home. Feels like a solid fish to start the day. She's really turning. What do we got? What do we got? Oh yeah, look, that's a solid fish. Solid fish. Start at those old spots, usually produce real well. It's a good 10-inch or big one starting to move up on that full moon. It's a really good fish. Per our custom, never put water in the live well until we catch our first fish. Just feel like it brings bad luck. There we go. All right. First fish on that bed that we spotted. Got loaded up with another couple green worms. See if we can pluck a couple more out of that bed field. There's another little bite right there. Line went slack. Got it. That bed field's got them loaded up. What we're gonna do is for the rest of the day, we're gonna look for that very similar thing right there. Wherever we go. Another quality cracker. That's another, well, I'm gonna say 10 inches. We'll double check. Yep, right at 10. Another one right at 10. There you go. Dang, dude, those look like some big old beds. Somewhere right out here. Right out here. There's a hit right there. Yep, she wants it. Almost feels like a brim bite though. Stumbled on a brim field. Oh, I got him. What the heck? Dude, no way. It's a perch. Get out of here. It's catfish food. Y'all check this out right here. Look at that. Boy, it doesn't get any clearer than that right there. See all those beds? The problem is I'm not getting anything off of them. Every time I keep casting down, I'm getting small white perch, which probably is telling me that those are cleared. The brim or the shellcracker have moved off of them, unfortunately. But we'll mark that and keep that in mind for next year. Come here a little bit earlier and give that a try. Those are some big old beds down there. Shoo! Here we go, y'all. I may have located a few beds around this buoy. We're gonna see if anybody's home. I've located a few here and there, but nobody's been at the nest. So before I get all excited, we'll see if anybody's on this or not. Not a lot, not as many as the first spot, but probably definitely like 8 or 10 little round little beds that it seemed like I could see. So we'll see. Oh, there's a bite. Yeah, that's definitely a bite. That's a shellcracker bite right there. Crunch, crunch. Oh, come on. Oh, he's on it. He's on it. That line's jumping. Oh, shoot. I missed him. I missed him. Somebody's home. I'm going to show y'all what I saw here in just a minute if we can get this guy to commit. There's a bite right there. Right on that buoy. Got him. That's not big. Well, he's not fighting like much. That's another shellcracker, though. I was right. Somebody was home there. That's not a bad fish. It's a very round one, like a brim. Very round one. Somebody was home. Oh, get all that out there. There you go. Bring some more in. There we go. Folks, I'm just sticking and moving. I'm finding places very similar to those where I have beds already. And this is just a scouting party today. Just a scouting party to see if we can find some more spots. Maybe even find a... Look at that. That worm didn't eat the juice. That's a regular old red worm right there. Amongst the green, somehow he slipped in. Oops. How did that get in there? There's another one right there. Got him. Second one off that buoy. Yes. Little patience paid off. Took about 7 minutes to get that one to bite after the first one. Another nice fish. Better than the first one too. Look at that one right there. Yes. Whew. There you go, y'all. Patience is a virtue. Dropped another one in the live well. There he is. Third one. Third one, y'all. Just staying patient on this buoy. It's not every cast, but they're just down there. Sometimes it's like that. Not a bad fish either. 9-incher. Yep. We got us another spot, boys. This one ate it pretty good. I have to get the pliers out. There we go. Hook extracted. And another one for the live well. See if any more are hanging out there. Oh, there's a bite right there. Got him. We've located that bed, y'all. We located that bed. Definitely gonna mark this spot up. The biggest one right there. The biggest one. Yeah. Oh boy. Little pitter patter of rain coming down. We're putting big shellcracker in the boat on a new spot. Boy, it doesn't get much better than that right there, y'all. Oh. And if I could hang on to them, we'd be hunky-dunky. Let's go. We're dropping them in. It's not a very big area, y'all. I'm literally not catching them on this side of the buoy. It's this side or the front. That's it. That's it. Like if you were to take one cast on that side and not get anything, you would have missed 4 fish right over here. It's that small, tight of an area at this particular spot. Not all spots are like that. Check it out, y'all. See that right there? All that? That's all I saw off of that buoy right there. Wasn't it much? Oh, there you go. You can see a little pot of it right there. There's a decent amount there at one point. Now, I'm not pulling off any more, but we'll definitely mark this up as a potential area to either come back to or come back earlier next time. All right, y'all. stopped off for a little food and fuel. I found some really big beds, but just nothing on them. Like I found the mother lode back here in a creek, and I thought, oh, it's about to be on, and it wasn't. It was totally void of life. Fished it for about 20 minutes, not even a bite. Marked up the spot, but I guess we just got here too late. That's been kind of a common theme in the last couple of beds I've found, unfortunately. We stopped off at the Big Man's Marina under new ownership. Hot dog with everything on it. That's not bad. We got chili, coleslaw, ketchup and mustard, onion. We're gonna deal with that. Got this shallow warning buoy right here, y'all. So far, it's been a very slow day, I'll be honest with you. We found one other spot, handful of other places that had Bream or Shellcracker on them at some point, but didn't have them when we rolled up. The one common theme, as I'm sitting here, ooh, there might be some beds down there, yeah. The one common theme that I keep thinking of is buoys. I've found fish around shallow marker buoys. So we're just gonna kind of see if we can just find some of these. See if we can pick some fish off if they're around them. There's one right there. There's one by the island. There's our buoy. Fish between the buoy and the island. Gosh, I didn't even see a bed. But that's a big fish. Look at that. There we go. There we go. It's one of the biggest crackers of the day right there, y'all. Oh, now I'm starting to see stuff on the graph over there. Just thought, you know what? That buoy didn't have anything on it. What about between the buoy and the island? Sure enough, she was there. Just kind of used my instincts on that one, y'all. Just thought about the pattern where we've been catching fish and plucked that one. Now I'm starting to see holes down here. Now I'm starting to see holes about where we got that fish. There's one right there. Huh. I actually saw that bed on the map. Thought I saw the outline. Come on. Yep, that's the second Shellcracker. There's our buoy right there. We might have us another spot right here, y'all. No king cracker, but a healthy 10-incher again. There's one right there. Yep. Look at this, y'all. We found two buoys. Found two buoys. And we're finding fish. Now, like I said, minus the first spot, I'm yet to find a big bed. That's a big one right there. Look how wide-bodied this guy is right here. I'm yet to find... Look at that thing, y'all. Look at the girthiness on that. Good grief. Yet to find a massive load of them, like a payload, you know? But I'm consistently finding, you know, 2 to 4 fish any given spot, which, in my opinion, is good enough for me. Oh, look at that rainbow right there, y'all. Isn't that pretty? Pretty signal to the end of an evening, end of the first day. Guys, check this out. Look at that little pod right there. Got some right there. Oh, looks like we got some up there. I came back to where we started this morning, and all the bass guys are gone. So we could actually move in and fish a little bit. And it seems as if a couple new beds have actually formed. Those weren't here when I was here last week, so let's see if anything's on them before our day ends. Day one ends anyway. Got him. Oh gosh, there he is. On that new bed, y'all. Oh, that's a nice evening fish right there. Nice evening fish. On that new bed. That's what moved in while we were gone. Dadgum. Gosh, that's cool. That's really cool. See that? There's one. Got him. Yep, solid fish. That's on that second bed that formed. That's kind of a small one. That's like an 8-incher. I mean, they're coming in. That's a mama. I'm gonna drop her back in, let her breed. It is right there. Nice fish. Whoa, there's a fight in there. Follow the buoys, y'all. Follow the buoys. That is definitely the theme of the day. Look at that. Quality fish on that new bed. I'd like to stay and keep playing on these beds, but the fact of the matter is it's getting dark and I've got about a 10-mile run I got to make back to the boat launch, and we have a whole second day. Look at that fish that we still got to do. Good fish. Good fish. While it wasn't my most productive day, we definitely dialed it in. Basically just find shallow marker buoys. And every single shallow marker buoy that I fished today at least had one fish on it. Most of them had at least 2 or 3. And if I probably would have stayed on them longer, more fish would have probably moved in. But time for me to head on back, get a little bit of sleep anyway before we got to get up and do it all over again. First thing in the morning. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you bright and early. All right, you filthy phalanges. It is day 3 of this video. I just got done working on my live well. Some of the rivets were coming out. And I think it's because when I had water in there and fish, and then I'd go on like really high seas, it was like banging the rivets out. So I had to replace it with some, not rivets, but some nuts and bolts, I guess. But you might be asking why we're on day 3. Well, we've had 3 straight days of rain. Look at this. I've got puddles like this everywhere around my property. In fact, like in the last 24 hours alone, we've got like 3 or 4 inches of rain. So it's put a delay on the fishing, but it may have done us a favor because tonight is the full moon and tomorrow morning there's a break in the action. All this rain coming down is supposed to pause just for the morning time. So we're gonna sneak out right after the full moon. Full moon's tonight. We're gonna be there at like 6:30 in the morning and we're gonna see what happens to these beds. Right, not 3 days before the full moon, not 3 or 4 days after, directly on the full moon. I'm really curious to see, do we have some big shellcracker move in? Is that when the big Bahama Mamas move in? I don't know. Stay tuned and we'll find out. In the meantime, I am conditioning my Blackstone. Got some of this Blackened Aroma Blackstone conditioner. This is the first application. I think you're supposed to do like 3 to 5. 3 to 5, something like that. I'm going to do 3. But I know in one of my last videos I threatened to not do it at all, but you know, I thought, I've got this nice piece of equipment here, let's do it right, you know what I'm saying? And then we might, I don't know, we might throw some shellcracker on this. I always fry my shellcracker up, but what the heck? If we could throw some big old slabbies on that, do a little blackened shellcracker or something, sounds good to me. So anyway, stay tuned. We're gonna get up first thing in the morning, head out, find this break in the weather. Let's see if those big shellcracker are on the beds. Stay tuned. Welcome to the eye of the storm. As you can see, like we're literally surrounded by clouds. This is the little break in the weather that we get before it's gonna dump. Again, we gotta get going. The big, beautiful moon just went behind those clouds there from last night. Hopefully those big shellcracker are out. Let's get to the hunting grounds. I need a knife. There we go. All right, y'all, first cook up on the old Blackstone. Actually, we're not gonna use that knife because it's metal, and I don't wanna ruin the old Blackstone. Woo, start with some butter. Get all oiled up, buttered up. Okay, all right, enjoy yourselves. My wifey made me some pancake mix for today, except I need a spoon. Here she blows. We're gonna drop some pancakes right out here on the lake before we start putting a hammer down on these shellcracker. What do y'all say? I say yes. Oh, oh Lord, have mercy. I'm not doing this right, I don't think. But we're doing it anyway. Oh, ah, no, the butter's attacking. Look out. Maybe turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Let's see how these guys are looking. Oh, yeah, got the heat up a little much, I think. Turn that down. turn that down a little bit. Oh, look out. Oh, look at that. That side's a little better. Had it running a little hot at first, but it's gonna take me a little bit, I think, to get used to this black stone. Folks, that looks good right there. That looks real good. Get some butter on each pancake. Just like that, so we'll put one right there. Ha! Set them right there. Oh my Lord have mercy. They're literally jumping around me. Guys, I'm telling you, it's the pancakes. Pancakes are bringing them in. Got this handy dandy Cracker Barrel syrup bottle. Just let it run down the sides. Oh my gosh. Whew. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stack of pancakes right out here. Come on, Shellcracker. Here you go. Here. Kind of blowing this into the wind, but there it is right there, yo. Yeah, it's time to eat. Wakey, wakey. All right, enough of that. Fat stacks, literally. Listen, between the full moon and fresh flapjacks, if this doesn't get the Shellcracker jumping in the boat today, this morning, there's just no hope for us. Here we go. You know, the buoys have treated us right in the past. Let's start here. Just start right here. Let's see what I got. Side skin. There's something right there. See that right there? Right there. Yep. Right there. Look at that. Right all out over there. It's pretty extensive too. Dude, I'm getting bit already. Right there. Right there. Oh my gosh. Dudes, we may have had a new bed form. We may have had a new bed form. This is a good Shellcracker. Come on. Oh yeah. Biggin. Biggin to start the morning. Come here. Oh no! It just pulled out. Oh dudes, I've never lost one at the boat like that. Dag nabbit. Shoot. All right, get it back in there. I think there's a big bed down here, y'all. I mean, that fish hit immediate. Dude, I think I just got bit again. I mean, I think it literally... Yep, right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, we might be in for a treat here, y'all. We might be in for a treat. Let's see if we can actually get this one aboard. Good, healthy Shellcracker right there. That's a 10-incher. That's a 10-incher. That's not as big as the first one, but oh my gosh. Dudes. Oh, this is why that side scan is so important. All right, he's good to go. I think that's another bite right there. There he is right there. There he is. This is a good fish. Another good fish. Yep, yep. Come here. That's a solid cracker. Not a donkey, not a King Kong, but another 9.5 incher. We might just have to leave this open right here. I've got a feeling we might be dropping it like it's hot here this morning. Ooh, that full moon getting them right. There's another one right there. Right there. Another fish. It's the buoy that keeps on giving, y'all. Another solid cracker. Was it the pancakes? I don't know. But I'm not gonna say it wasn't. That's a good take. Might be a good fish right here, y'all. Be a good fish. Yeah, that's a good cracker. Biggest one of the day right there. Buddy. I have that drag set a little lower just because I don't want to miss the opportunity. You know, we hit a 12, 13-inch cracker. That's probably close to 11 inches right there. You get a big one, you don't want to miss it. Look at that fish. Good jumbo. Dude wanted some of that pancake is what he wanted. Caught a pancake after cooking pancakes. Getting it. Just right there. I mean, we're just banging them right off this. Y'all, pulled 6 brim or shellcracker off of that one bed. I want to go run to one of our buoys that we found in the back of the cove where we caught some, what was that, 5 days ago? And I want to see if that bed has expanded or maybe some new fish have moved on it. I think it's worth a shot. Give that a rest, then we'll come back, tackle it again, see if more fish have even moved up on it. I kind of think they will. We'll find out. All right, we pulled some good fish off of this one if I remember correctly. Let's see what we got. There he is, right there. That's a good one. If that's a shellcracker, that's a good shellcracker. She's heading this way now. Yep, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's a big fish. Pulled up, loaded up. Swinger aboard, yes. Oh, that's a dark one. Dark one this morning. Bing, there's one. One of them full moon crackers right there. Drop it right there. Get everybody a little more water. Honestly, it's really kind of hard to tell if that bed is expanded or not because it's so shallow around that buoy. It's hard for me to really read much. But there was at least one more on there. Let's see if anybody else is home. There's another hit right there. Got him. Got him. Fish number 2. Woo! Yep, another nice. This one's got some shoulders on him right there. The fat one. Look at that. A lot of spunk. I'm glad we came over here, y'all. It's another big moon cracker. Drop her right in. So this is definitely holding some fish again. See how many we catch up this time, last time, like 3 or 4? We're up to 2 right now. Oh, dude, I missed it. Shellcracker bite very, like, it's like a boom, boom. Like, there's a very definitive bite to a shellcracker, in my opinion. Bream will be like, it's like a rap. Shellcracker is a thump. And you'll oftentimes with the shellcracker, you'll see that line just like, like they're just noshing down on it. There's another one. That's 3 for 3. She's running right towards the boat. She's gonna come and attack me. All right, so that's 3. 3 off that bed again, y'all. No King Kong crackers yet, but all look at this guy. This is an interesting one. Look at, there's got some purple down the side. That's definitely like a crossbreed. He bred at some point. Look at that, with like a bluegill. That's not a big fat bluegill, is it? No, that's got the ear of a cracker. And he's got the speckles on the cheeks too. That's crazy. That's definitely like a half breed. That's cool. He's even got like the head of a bluegill when you compare it to a shellcracker. Like let's take a look really quickly here. Look at that. You see that right there? Definite like bluegill colors, but he's got the cheeks of a shellcracker. Ouch, that guy just spiked me. That's really cool. That's really cool. Nice bonus catch there. That's 3 off that buoy. Come on. Oh, he's running with it. He's running with it. When these shellcracker get on the beds, y'all, they get so aggressive at defending their nest. This is a good fish. This is going to be fish number 4, which is, I believe, how many we caught last time. That's a big one. That's a big old, oh, big moon cracker right there. Come on. Big moon cracker, swinger aboard. Look at that. That's a big one. That's the biggest of the day. That'll rival the biggest of the year. We're gonna measure that one up. But they just get so aggressive on these beds and they'll just smoke that worm. That one took the worm 11-inch shellcracker. That one took the worm and was swimming off with it. That was pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. There's the tightening up. Oh gosh, y'all, this is like number 8. So I think in conclusion, we can say pretty definitively that this bed field has expanded on the full moon. Come here 5 days prior, catch some fish. We've officially now caught double the amount here. Officially. See what I did there? Another 9.5 incher. Good grief. Alright, y'all. Getting a little bit windy out on the main body of the lake where I want to fish for my shellcracker around those buoys. So we're tucked back here in a little cove, which is nice, but that does not look promising right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's probably gonna chase us off. But until that time, check that out. We put together a really solid live well for our second day. Interestingly enough, I did better leading up to the full moon, catching bigger and more fish than actually right on the full moon. I think there's a lesson to be learned there. Either that or maybe somebody just came through and cleaned my spot out. I kind of doubt that though, because it was really rainy. In fact, speaking of rain, here it comes. It was really rainy for like 3 days. So I kind of just doubt anybody. Well, I don't know. You know, there are some crazy people out there, like yours truly, that would go out and fish in the rain, pouring rain, and go smack shellcracker. Gonna get a few of these shellcracker cleaned up nice and fresh right here on the boat. Normally, I'm a big proponent of frying brim, aka shellcracker, aka pretty much any bluegill or anything like that. But in honor of the Blackstone being, well, broken in this morning with the breakfast, I think we're gonna throw some fillets on the Blackstone directly, a little blackened seasoning. Just try it out that way. See how we like it compared to fried. All right, got our fillets here. Got this guy fired up. Still have some syrup on the old Blackstone, but that shouldn't matter. Just go right in with the fish. You know what I'm saying? What I am gonna do though, is I'm gonna season this up with, this is called a low country seasoning. These guys are located right here in South Carolina. They make a delicious blackening seasoning. Ooh, wind's kind of making it hard to keep the seasoning on there. That's okay. Pour a little oil on our pan here. Got my little brush, fancy little brush. We're gonna move that around. Mix that syrup in there a little bit. Why not? I think that's pretty good on the heat. There we go. Oh yes, a little seasoning on this side too. Oh, that's coming right along, y'all. I'm excited for this. Oh, that smells delicious. Even getting a little blackening on there, y'all. Just a few pieces, enough to give it a go this way. Where'd my fork go? I need the fork. Wait, what did I do with my fork? We cannot proceed until Micah finds a fork. Oh, really? I threw it back in the hatch. Here we go, y'all. Look at that plate of blackened shellcracker. Let's say a quick prayer. Father God, thank you so much for this wonderful day you provided us with and the beauty of your creation. Thank you for the good health that we have to enjoy it, Lord. And the blessing of this fish, and may you bless it to my body now. Through Jesus I pray, amen. Oh, man. Phenomenal. You know, y'all, in one of my last videos, the last time I came out and did shellcracker fishing, somebody had mentioned that they thought crappie was not near as good at tasting as shellcracker, and that kind of blew my mind when I first heard it. But sitting here eating this now in the blackened way too, it's a hearty meat too. Crappie is super flaky, but like, oh, throwing stuff everywhere. I would eat shellcracker fried up or like this. Either way is good. I think I still slightly preferred fried, but this is delicious. What I'm missing is, like, you know, some tomato and pepper and onion all diced up with some maybe teriyaki sauce or something like that. Oh, there's gonna be some stir fries on that Blackstone that are gonna happen. I need to thank whoever stole my old Coleman out of the back of my truck, because Upgrading to this Blackstone, y'all, it's gonna be a game changer on my channel. I am so excited. I'm sitting here just thinking of like all the stuff I could cook now, having that big flat surface and the burner. This is gonna be epic. Yeah, we're still learning, still putting it all together. That's the fun of fishing, is learning all this stuff and all these techniques. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me the last couple of days. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.